think feeding teenagers are bad. You should see Tammy's grocery list. Now back to the Pet Project with your host, Tammy Trujillo. Down.
And I am not Tammy Trujillo. I'm Alan Bailey, sitting in for Tammy. Tammy's got a bit of the flu this holiday season, but she's resting today at home, and she'll be back next week right here on the Pet Project. In the meantime, though, the show must go on. And on the phone right now with us is the Deputy Director of the County of Los Angeles Animal Control and Care, Captain Aaron Reyes himself. Aaron, how are you?
I'm well, Alan. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I mean, I didn't expect to be hosting the show this morning, but you know what? The show must go on, and, Tammy sends her best.
And who better? Yeah, I want to send a shout-out to Tammy and feel better, Tammy. It's going around. My kids have had it, and I had a bit of the flu and got over it, so definitely rest up and have a wonderful Christmas.
And I know she's listening. Thank you for those kind words, Aaron. But, Aaron, I got to ask you, have you gotten your holiday shopping done yet?
Well, I know you were saying that 30% of men or something like that start theirs. I'm not part of that 30%, but I did just finish this morning. So I was at the Ontario Mills Mall, and I did finish up. So now it's time to wrap them up and get them under the tree for tomorrow.
Well, there you go. But, Aaron, I got to ask you, we saw the story that came out on Wednesday. What's going on with Rudolph?
Well, Rudolph, he was living on the center divider of the 10 freeway in the city of Baldwin Park. It was just east of the 605 freeway. And it's under construction, so they've got some higher walls built there to keep the dust down, et cetera. And the California Highway Patrol last weekend noticed that he would jump that wall and run through traffic, probably to go find something to eat, and then he would come back and just basically reverse what he just did, but it was causing traffic havoc.
Yeah.
So we went out there with them a couple of days ago, and they shut down the freeway. We had a team of our animal control officers who are excellent ropers, and we were able to locate him, and we rescued him from the freeway.
There you go. Now, I got to ask, was he living in the center divider, or was he just hopscotching over the freeway?
Well, we think he was living there because he'd been seen there for at least a week. So he probably, felt safe there, even though, it was pretty treacherous to actually get back to the center divider. So, yeah, he definitely, found a safe spot to stay there in the center divider. But it's just a matter of time. That's definitely no place for a dog to be living.
Absolutely not. But where is Rudolph now, and how is he doing?
He's doing great. He's a little shy. He's a little scared, but he's at the Baldwin Park Animal Care Center, and he's got his blankets and toys, and we're socializing him and taking good care of him and getting him ready. So when he's available for adoption, which I believe is on the 29th of this month, we're hoping that we'll have some good prospects that would want to bring him into their family.
And what is Rudolph? I should have asked. What breed mix is Rudolph? Do we think he is?
He looks to be a pit bull mix, and he's a good sized dog as well. But he's thin, and but he's very he's friendly. He doesn't appear to be aggressive. Just one observation I made when I saw him is that he was a bit scared and a little bit shy, but I think we can definitely, break him from that and, socialize him and let him know that, people are okay and that, he's going to be part of somebody's family real soon.
Oh, yeah. And do you think he's shy simply because he's in a new environment or because he's never been used to human interaction?
That's hard to say. Definitely he didn't have a lot of human interaction when he was there in the center divider, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But, but you have to wonder, how did he get there? I mean, he belonged to somebody at one time. He's about 3 years old. So he's lived somewhere, probably nearby. These are tough economic times, and a lot of people are, walking away from their homes, but they're also walking away from their pets, unfortunately, because they do cost a little bit of money to raise and to maintain. So, that may have very well been his case. But, regardless, we want to fatten him up and socialize him a little bit, and then hopefully at the turn of the year here, introduce him to some people that are interested, and hopefully we can get him rehomed.
Absolutely. And if somebody's in that position where, times are tough and you fall on some hard times and you have to make that decision to find your pet a new home, what's the procedure to surrender your animal if it does in fact come to that at some point?
Well, the best thing to do, obviously, if you're really down on your luck and you've got to give your pet away, check with family and friends and neighbors and basically your network. Because there are going to be a lot of people in your network that know your dog, that know your cat. They've been over to your house and they're familiar, and you never know when somebody's looking for a pet. Pets don't live as long as us, so we can very well have 4, 5, 6 different pets in our lifetime. So check with them first. But if you must bring them to the animal shelter, then you'll be asked to sign them over to relinquish your dog. Mm-hmm. And we like to get a pet personality profile filled out on the dog or cat, and so we know a little bit about them and their background and what they like and don't like, and and then we go to work and put them on the internet and do all we can to expose them to potential new families.
Absolutely. And with the holidays coming up, one of the big issues is you have people that decide to get pets as gifts, which isn't a bad thing, but then, right around, the first of the year, maybe this pet isn't working out for my family. What do you do in that situation?
We try to encourage folks to let people choose their own pet because it's very personal, and and you're absolutely right. Most pets as gifts don't work out. They seem to we seem to get them back in January or early February, and it's usually because of some kind of behavioral issue that's easily correctable. So encourage people. If you wanted to give someone a gift, you can always write a little note in there and put a business card or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Or even take them down to the local shelter. Go with them and let them pick out their own pet.
Absolutely. Aaron, stay with us. We'll be right back right here on the Pet Project on CRN. Stay logged on.